Signed in the summer of 2019, Christopher Nkunku has been an absolute revelation for Leipzig, and after having a stellar campaign with him being awarded the Bundesliga Player of the Year, it seems Manchester United is after the French international. But are United set to bid £60 million for Nkunku? Also, has Erik Ten Hag given an ultimatum to Frenkie De Jong? And is Julian Timber set to be our first signing this summer? Well, let's discuss all this in the latest episode of Transfers FC. But let's start off with Christopher Nkunku's transfer to Manchester United. As according to Florian Plettenberg, there has been good contacts between Manchester United and Nkunku's management, and it is said that an official offer could arrive in Leipzig next week. So, Manchester United are in contact with Nkunku's management and an offer could arrive next week. But what could that offer be? Well, according to Ekrem Kanor, Manchester United are planning a £60 million offer for Christopher Nkunku. So, £60 million for Nkunku. Well, if that is the case, well, that would be absolutely amazing. But let's discuss more about Nkunku as a player. As, well, Christopher Nkunku is a 24-year-old multifunctional attacker for RB Leipzig, as he can play anywhere across the front line, with him predominantly liking to play in the central regions where he's able to dictate and influence play. But in this season, Christopher Nkunku has been mostly deployed as a false 9, and well, to say frankly, he's been a really good one. As if we look at Christopher Nkunku's numbers this season, in 51 games for Leipzig, he has 35 goals and 20 assists. And with this, he has picked up 4 Bundesliga Player of the Months, and he also won the Bundesliga Player of the Year over the likes of Robert Lewandowski. And with those stats, Christopher Nkunku has the 4th most goals and assists in all of Europe, with him even having more goals and assists than Liverpool's Mohamed Salah. And the brilliance about Christopher Nkunku is he isn't just a goals and assists merchant, as if we look at his underlying metrics for passing, well, it suggests he's one of the most technically secure forwards in all of Europe. And not only is he technically secure, but he also has that eye for a killer pass, as he's in the 95th and 94th percentile for assists and key passes. And well, if you look at his goal and shot creation numbers, well, there again he's one of the best in Europe in that category, as he's in the 97th and 98th percentile for shot creating and goal creating actions. And well, that suggests in the final moments, Christopher Nkunku is one of the most decisive players in all of Europe, as he always knows when to play that final pass. But not only that, but he also looks like a possession demon. As well, if we look at his possession numbers, well, there again he is performing at an elite level, with these numbers suggesting that he's one of the best ball carrying forwards in all of Europe. And his dribble numbers suggest that he's also technically secure in 1v1 situations. And the brilliance about Christopher Nkunku is he doesn't have any standout deficiencies in his game. But if we are to cherry pick, one potential issue could be his goals. Pav, his goals? He scored 35 goals this year. How could that be an issue? Well, that could be an issue. As well, if we look at his XG numbers, well, he is the highest overperformer when it comes to XG over goals. And well, with him not having a history of overperforming XG, well, there is a suggestion that if he does sign for Manchester United, he could potentially score less goals than he has at Leipzig. But then again, with that stat, I am kind of cherry picking, as that stat would suggest that he's been one of the most clinical forwards in all of Europe this season. So, is that even a bad stat? But then again, there is a chance that Christopher Nkunku doesn't sign for us, as according to Plettenberg, despite Manchester United bosses rating Nkunku highly and Ralf Rangnick recommending the transfer, well, according to them, RB Leipzig do not want to sell him. But then again, they have previously said something different, as previously reports have suggested that a £75 million offer for Nkunku would make the Leipzig boss think, as after all in football nothing is basically unsellable. And with the close links that we have with RB Leipzig with Ralf Rangnick, and the fact that Manchester United are willing to pay £60 million, well, if we did up that fee to around £65 million, well, I think that there is a massive possibility that we could sign Christopher Nkunku this summer. But what are your thoughts on Christopher Nkunku? Do you think there is a possibility that he signs for us this summer? And if so, where do you think his best position could be in an Erik Ten Hag system? But now let's move on to Frenkie De Jong's ultimatum. As according to Sport Witness, Manchester United are the most interested team and are bidding the most for Frenkie De Jong. Manchester United have already had contact with the player and explained their project to him, where he would be one of the mainstays under Erik Ten Hag. But Manchester United do want their final position so they can shape their new project under Ten Hag. Manchester United cannot wait any longer and would want to know his final position on making a move to England, thus have given him an ultimatum. So, in a long summer for Manchester United, where we are expected to have many changes, no wonder Manchester United have given Frenkie De Jong an ultimatum, as we cannot take our time on Frenkie De Jong, as if he does not want to sign for Manchester United and Barcelona don't want to sell him, there is no need for Manchester United to wait around for Frenkie De Jong, and we should look elsewhere if we can't get Frenkie De Jong. But then again, the only reason Frenkie De Jong is available is because of Barcelona's financial situation. As with the FFP situation Barcelona have, well, there is a possibility they might have to sell one big star this summer, and it looks like their president Laporta agrees. As when asked if he was planning to sell Frenkie De Jong, well, he said the market is started to move, that's all. We are getting offers because we have good players. Right now we have to wait a little and see what happens. But we could take decisions thinking about FFP. Everything is open. Laporta there sounds like a defeated man, and I don't think he speaks like that if he is trying to keep Frenkie De Jong. As if there's a player you're trying to keep, you don't go and say that everything is open. So clearly there it sounds like Barcelona might have to sell Frenkie De Jong to fund their new players, and that's what reports suggest, as Barcelona have already had offers for Frenkie De Jong but would only sell him to incorporate a new start in his place. Robert Lewandowski and Bernardo Silva are the two players that would prompt Xavi to sell. And with this being Xavi's first full season at Barcelona, well, he would like to have a strong summer transfer window, and with the signing of Robert Lewandowski looking likely, well, if they have to sell players, maybe just maybe Frenkie De Jong might be sold to bring in the likes of Robert Lewandowski. And if that is the case and Barcelona do sell Frenkie De Jong, well, I want to believe Mr. 95% man Gerard Romero himself. And well, if that is the case, well, he would be the perfect signing for Erik Ten Hag. But what are your thoughts on this Frenkie De Jong situation? Do you think we can sign him this summer? But now let's move on to Julian Timber's transfer to Manchester United. As according to Alex Turk, United have been active ahead of June, and he understands in the latest meeting that has taken place in London, some of Julian Timber's representatives were present. And with Julian Timber's agency posting this on their Instagram, well, maybe just maybe Julian Timber might be our first signing this summer. And maybe just maybe Mr. Pedro Almeida was right, as he said that Julian Timber is just one step away from being a Manchester United player, and that the English club will pay 35 million euros for the Dutch player. And if this is the case and Julian Timber is just one step away from joining us, well, that would be absolutely amazing, as despite Timber just being 20 years old, the ball playing excellence he has shown, and the fact that he won Ajax's Young Player of the Year, well, for just 35 million euros, which is 30 million pounds, Julian Timber is a bargain. And if he is our first signing, well, that would be the perfect start under Erik Ten Hag. But anyways lads, that was the latest episode of Transfers FC. And if you are excited for the potential transfers of Christopher Nkunku, Frenkie De Jong and even Julian Timber, well, go down there and smash the like button for your boy. And consider subscribing to my channel, as we are so close to 800 subscribers. But anyways lads, for now guys, I'm out. Peace.